Welcome to another happy hour hang. And now this is the happy hour hang that y'all have been requesting. Courtney Revolution is here. Courtney, you don't even know. People have been dying for you to be here.
Me? A little old me now?
Yes. For those of you who don't know Courtney, who didn't see us together at our old jobs, Courtney is a reality superstar. He was on season 2 of Netflix's The Circle. He also has his own YouTube channel. He is the reason I have a YouTube channel. If he did not encourage me and give me the confidence, I wouldn't have had the chutzpah to do it. So Courtney, I am so happy that you are here.
Madison, let me tell you something, and this is something that I know everyone watching already knows. You are a superstar in your own right. I don't think that people realize that without each other, we both wouldn't have what we have. You know,
That's
you
true.
say this about the YouTube channel, but girl, I think eventually you would have found your way to the YouTube channel. I think without your grace and friendship and professionalism and open-minded heart, I don't think that I would have even survived at our old job as long as I did. So I just wanted to say thank you. And I appreciate you, girl, period.
I appreciate you. I also would not have survived as long without you. As you know, the many crying phone calls you receive for everyone on the end of my crying phone calls. But we made it. We're on the other side. And now the best thing is that we get to do our own things now. Now we get to call the shots. And that is what makes it so much more fun. We get to talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah, without no type of crazy boundaries. No.
Exactly. You guys, if you are just now tuning in, we have so much that we're going to get into on this happy hour hang. We're going to talk about Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. We're going to talk about Sophie Turner and her new mans, which I'm all here for, by the way. I am so here for who she's rumored to be dating with. Also, just like a little more tea on her dating life in general. We're also going to talk about Taylor Swift because she is once again changing the game when it comes to recording contracts and record labels. And I also do have a Travis Kelce update if we are feeling that. Courtney,
have you seen the reality show, Madison?
Travis Kelce?
The Chasing Kelce?
Catching Kelce. But that was years ago. He kind of had F-boy energy on that show, I'm not even going to lie. But that was 2016, okay? 2016. And he has admitted he literally only did that because he needed money.
Oh, see, I have it on the My Stuff on the Peacock. So I figure when I get bored one day, I'll entertain myself with a little Kelce.
Go check it out. Go check it out. You can see his ex-girlfriend, aka the one who, has been mouthing off to Inside Edition. You can go get a little.
She needs to.
Exactly. This man you broke up in 2016. Why are we just now talking to the press now? You know what I mean?
Because she also may need some money. And we know that when you talk in the news, maybe that could turn into a smoothie brand deal or a waist trainer or some lip glosses,
Which I get, but maybe just admit that that's what it is. You know what I mean? Now that
you're like, yes, I did date him, and also I would like some money.
Exactly. So if y'all want the Travis Kelce update in addition, I will be happy to give it. Courtney, I've just been, every happy hour hang, I've had some Taylor and Travis update because I'm obsessed with them, obviously.
But that's good. That's good, though. And at least they're not like, I'm sure they're not like bad updates.
No,
you know
obviously.
What I mean?
But you know
because this is like it seems so far, like a healthy kind of fun thing.
Exactly. And getting to talk about Taylor Swift and Kansas City, like I can't shut up about it, obviously.
I know you love it, girl.
I'm like, oh my God, they ate at the restaurants that I ate at? Like, this is crazy.
It's funny because I truly, in my heart of hearts, did not know Travis Kelce existed before Taylor. But I enjoy just the fact that she's, involved with someone that is very a man.
Right?
Shout out to the exes. Joe is looking sad, but, that's over there. We a man. Like Travis got some good expensive plaid shirts in the closet. I know he do, Madison.
And just like he's secure. The way he takes control of a situation, like him with the security, I was like, I'm living. I got it. You know what I mean? Like, I got it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I love this. I've actually had a crush on Travis Kelce. I've always thought he's like one of our most attractive players.
Oh.
But, you know, I tried to tell all my friends at the Super Bowl last year, I said, Travis Kelce, is he not hot? And my other
And
Swiftie
now
friends
look.
were like, and I was like, who was right? Just saying. I
Not
know
the
my girl's
handful of
taste,
Madison.
okay? I know her taste. Also, I want to shout out Travis. Hi, Madison and Courtney. So happy to see you two together. Reminds me of the Shambong Dave and Miss Mika days. By the way, Courtney, loved you on The Circle. Who didn't love
Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching the show. Madison, you would have thought I did the show yesterday, and honestly, I'm truly blessed. Last night, really quick, I was at a Halloween party, and you know how you do the red carpet things of that nature. And as soon as you go to tell the person, the photographer's on the carpet, like who you are or whatever, immediately she was like, "Oh my God, Courtney from Circle!" Like I remember. Years ago. Thank the Lord you still remember. Oh my God. So I'm very lucky. Thank you guys, all of you that have watched, honestly.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I obviously thought you were iconic on the show.
Thank you,
I know I had to
Madison.
get some people together on social media and I have no regrets about it. You know what I
Oop.
mean?
And I, oop.
The whole Hill fam was honestly like, anyone who disrespects Courtney is an unfollow and they are no longer listened to, talked about, discussed in the
Madison,
Hill
I got a
fam.
bag for you. This what you and your sister gonna do, y'all. Listen to the plan. Madison and your sister go on Big Brother. And y'all don't tell people, just like Serena and Jared did, y'all don't tell them that y'all related and see how that turned out. Oh, girl!
Could you imagine?
Yes, I can.
First of all, my sister would do way better than me.
You think?
1000%.
You're so
Yes.
personable.
Oh my God. No, I think she would do way better than me. I don't know how I could do being locked in a house with strangers.
Madison, you would give us some good TV.
I might get a little anxious.
Not the anxiety, girl.
The anxiety, obviously. We also are going to talk about Hailey Bieber in that Mean Girls Halloween costume because Courtney, we just like could not. You know what I mean?
Of course,
We could not. And then Francia talking about Selena again. So we're gonna have a good happy hour hang. I feel like this is going to hopefully give y'all what you've been waiting for, asking for. We also are gonna have a fun announcement of what we're working on next towards the end of this happy hour hang. So it's gonna be amazing. And shout out to Tabitha. She's watching from work. Shay is saying, "Do I try to go on?" Shay's like, "Are we going on Big Brother or not? Like, do we call Christian now or do we call Christian later? Like, honestly,
tonight." Because the finale is coming up, so let's get this tape together, period.
Exactly. Also, Shabria, she's wondering where you have been on TikTok.
Oh my God, Madison, can I quick story time? Very quick, no time.
Yes, of course. We have
Britney Spears' book has come out, right? I'm so sorry, Shabria and Tamara. I see you here. All my girlies are here. Our girlies, actually. I was on TikTok, Madison, normal day, minding my business. I was like, just telling them I wanted to go live the top of this week and each day do an hour of Britney's book because I have the audio book.
Right.
And then this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. Shabria will tell you if she was there. I said, okay, y'all, let's laugh. Let's make fun of Justin Timberlake. And I put up on the green screen the picture of Justin Timberlake in the cornrows. And I said, all right, it's time to give Justin his lashings. All right, you guys, Justin Timberlake. And as soon as I said that, the live cut. And then I got like a TikTok strike on my live. And then I was suspended literally up until last night at 6:07. But it was Halloween, so I was out shaking it. But I don't know. I did nothing wrong. I swear. You guys, if you guys are ever on my TikTok live, I'm never like crazy or like vulgar. Yeah, I keep it real. But like I'm never like doing anything crazy or like bullying or harassing anyone.
I feel like neither of us are ever crazy. Like that's what I think sets us apart. I've seen obviously we've met a bunch of creators out. We've seen we're all seeing the same things. But I think what sets us apart is we love to have fun and spill the tea, but we're also people. And we also recognize that who we're talking about are people. Sometimes you got to get people together, but you also have to have a level of respect. So that is shocking to me. And also Justin Timberlake did have cornrows. So don't do that if you don't want us to come at you.
Girl, I was ready. I was going to keep the lashings light, but TikTok said, girl, we're not even going to play with you. They said, cut his mic. Madison, I was so excited that particular day too. So like Shabria, I'll be back. The suspension is lifted, so you know when I pop on, I'll be on bringing that good energy to you.
Yes. Also, Courtney, we have to shout out Miss Maylee, Miss Madison, and Courtney on the daily so much. Courtney, I'm ready for another dance party when you're available. Yes. You guys, you have no idea how excited Courtney and I were to do this today. We've been texting all morning because we were just like, it's been so long. We have just as much fun doing this as y'all have, hopefully, watching us. Truthfully.
Madison, when I tell you this morning as I left the gym, I was like, wow, I'm in a really good mood today. And I realized it was this. I was excited to like kind of get through. Madison, when I tell you I have a laundry list of things to do today, but this is the one thing that doesn't feel like an errand. You know, this is like my break. You know, I had a good burrito right before. I had Chrissy and the girls on Kardashians playing in the background. I said, all right, now let me go kiki, Madison.
I love it. I've been rewatching Real Housewives of New York, so that's where I've been.
I'm still not a little caught up on that, on the old and the new.
That's why I need to go back because I started watching the new and I was like, this is good, but they're arguing about charcuterie and like, I need more. You know what I mean? I need to see Bethany just ripping people to shreds verbally.
Y'all, audience in Madison, I have a question. If you're Bravo fans, why did it take Bravo 2,300 years to remove Ramona? Why did it take? Did you know what happened, Madison?
Yes,
that screenshot that came out. Why did it take so long? We knew this is who this woman was, and y'all kikied around her. Now that it's like, all it took was one blurred out text message, and she's out. She's out of BravoCon.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know what's going on, Ramona Singer, who was on Real Housewives of New York from season 1, she was on it the entire time before they rehauled. There have been allegations before, but there was a Vanity Fair piece that was released a day or two ago, really going into detail about how she was really just coming in hot. She said racially inappropriate things to production members, to other women on the cast. It was just really bad. And then she sent a text to a Page 6 reporter saying, I said this instead of this, and her this instead of this was not helping the situation. And just, this is not the first time things like this have come out about Ramona. And she's the one who has like the crazy eyes, like the one walking down the runway where like she's not blinking. That's Ramona.
I love that we've come a little bit full circle because there was a time where we were discussing Real Housewives of New York and I didn't know who you was talking about outside of Bethany because I hadn't watched. And now, you know, we've had a whole pandemic. You know, we've had so many years and time that's gone by that now I've seen the bulk of New York and New Jersey at this point.
And now
Dolores has just gotten a BBL, I believe.
Dolores, when she starts her plastic surgery era, she never gets out. You know, but I respect it because she doesn't hide it. Like, even so, she was one of the first housewives that's like, yeah, I'm on Ozempic. And I'm like,
I do remember seeing that.
Thank you. You know what I mean? So even if you disagree with that, at least she's saying it. At least she's owning it.
I like my reality stars open.
I'm eating vegan. Like, Miss Ma'am, no, you're not. Okay. No, you're not. Okay, Courtney, we're going to go ahead and jump into the tea because I see y'all in the chat. I'm so
Does
happy.
Does the chat save Madison when this is over? Because I can't see it on my end. It's like an error. They're all like crunched up together.
Oh, do I get to see it? Do you have your laptop?
Oh, yeah. Girl, y'all, see, this is why Madison is the boss, period. Because I'm literally sitting here, I'm sitting up here like Wade from Kim Possible, like I don't have a whole computer. Thanks, Madison.
You're so welcome. No, you know, I always gotta have I gotta have all the things. I used to do iPad, phone, laptop, but now I've crunched it down to phone and laptop.
Yeah, a little piece.
Well, you are getting your laptop. I'm gonna go ahead and start filling everyone in on the Instagram post that had my mouth on the floor this morning. And I'm talking about the Good Morning America anchors. Remember the ones that we dragged through the mud because it was a real life morning show. Amy Robach, TJ Holmes. They had a hard launch for their relationship on Instagram today. Okay, the first time since being fired for having an affair with one another while they were obviously married to other people. Mm-hmm. They got fired at the beginning of the year. And since they got fired, everyone's just, it's been drama. Obviously, they've had to separate from their spouses. They got fired. What are we going to do next? And they hard launched on Instagram today with a photo of them. And the caption said, "How's this for Instagram official? Hashtag silent no more." And then they went on and pitched that promoted that they are doing a podcast together, Amy and TJ, and it's launching next month. Do we forgive them for the affair? I don't know.
Here's the thing. Let's not even. Well, I guess we can't take the affair out of it, right? What are y'all going to talk about, and why should we care?
That's kind of how I feel, but I feel like part of the appeal, even for me, because I'm nosy, I'm like, are you going to give us the tea on what was actually happening? Because if you're not, and we're just going to talk about world news, like, I'll just go watch the news. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear your take on what's happening. I want to hear the nitty gritty. How were you sneaking around? How many trips did you go on?
Or like, is it a podcast where they're gonna have like dysfunctional couples come on and they try to help them through their that's a concept. But like you said, if they're trying to be us, like, girl, we got it handled. We got it covered. We're good.
Literally,
we got a microphone and a phone. We're good. Like
we literally have it handled, and we didn't even have an affair. So it's even better, honestly.
Literally.
Even better. I will say, though, the Instagram caption of, like, how's this for Instagram official had me absolutely cackling. Like,
how do we, Madison? Well, maybe it's a little bit different. How do we just sat here and we said, we love our reality stars transparent, right? We love our people on TV to own it. Is it different for our more real life professionals? Because they're owning it.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like people hold them to a different standard, but in the same sense, them saying, how's this for Instagram official? I was like, honestly, I applaud that, truthfully, because they're aware that it's problematic, and they're owning and addressing that it's problematic. So even if you disagree with how they got together, it's not like you can say they're not owning it. They're owning it. And they had the little, like, hugging, like, picture. Like, it's a lot.
Madison and House of Hill, is there any part of us that may feel like there's a chance, a Swiss cheese slice of a chance, that they could be the loves of each other's lives and they stay together for the rest? Is there a chance? I'm not saying that I'm wishing this, because obviously, there was a cheatation, women cried, etc., husbands cried, whatever. But what if they do their little flop podcast? That's gonna flop. And then they move to, like, Martha's Vineyard or something, and they just, like, live happily ever after. Is that a possibility that we see happening maybe one day?
I mean, I will say I didn't watch them enough. I didn't watch Good Morning America enough. But the way they're acting is giving, like, we were meant to be. And sorry that it happened this way, but... And you know what? As messed up as it is, I think it's better if they do stay together. Because if I was someone, like, I'm the spouse who got cheated on, at least it was for a good reason. It wasn't for just a quick couple months thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, okay, that was your person.
It was destiny. We could blame it on destiny at that point.
Right. Still a hard pill to swallow. Still not great. But at least, it was
somebody happy, I guess.
And then I feel like, as the spouse, like, thank God you weren't in a happy marriage your entire life. You know what I mean? I think once you get on the other side of that, you can find the positive. But right now, I think it still feels negative. And the Instagram caption did have me LOLing, because I was like, damn. Honestly, some people are saying that it might be. There might be a chance. Laura said it might be. Jessica said, I think there's a chance. Amy said,
one of them's going to cheat down the road.
Amy said, don't disrespect your spouse by being a cheater. Just get out of the marriage first. Oh, absolutely. I mean, they definitely 1000% did it the wrong way. I'm just saying, now hopefully, hopefully it'll be for the long haul. But we'll see.
How long are we seeing this podcast being in production, you guys? Are we giving it one full year, or is it 6 months and then they quietly disappear? Is it giving Homecoming Queens? Like, what's happening?
I think at least a year. They need, they got obviously paid out from their contract.
Madison said they're broke.
They got to. I mean, they were living, those anchors live a good life, okay? They got drivers. They got penthouses. Like, I will be doing anything to keep that lifestyle.
And they risked that for an affair?
One affair.
I
Actually, and you know
don't
what?
think I could be part of no affair, and I do have a driver that's called Uber. But like to have the coin to just be like throwing it, I do have the coin to just be throwing it. But like you get what I'm saying? Like
No.
they live a certain level of like we're not like Justin in them from E. Like, you know?
Yeah. Oh no, trust me. I said no way would I have gotten caught with what was on the line being a Good Morning America anchor. That is peak. You're doing good. You are doing good. I've always said when I'm like 60, that's the gig I'm trying to get. Because I feel like, that's like you're older, you're wiser.
Madison, you don't see yourself on The View one day?
No. Good Morning America. That's where it's at. Good Morning America.
You're not trying to sit with the other ladies at the table, girl.
I can't fight with the ladies on The View. They're like too much. They're too much. You know what I mean? I want to giggle. I want to try some food. I want to work out. I don't want to go crazy. You know what I mean?
You would be so good at Good Morning America.
I'm not trying to throw punches.
I can hear it now. Madison Hill. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, America.
I just be trying the food like how you just said. Be like, I got my big touch and trying on the different work. I see that.
Good. I'm ready. Call me. Not yet, actually, because I said when I'm older. But I'm just saying, a nice little gig. But Courtney, let's move on and talk about Sophie Turner because I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this. So, as you all know, Sophie Turner is in the midst of getting divorced from Joe Jonas, which blessing and mother effing disguise, as we've learned through, all of these divorce proceedings. But according to a new report from the UK Sun, Sophie was seen locking lips with a new man. And you guys, this new man's name is Perrine. He is an aristocrat. Pearson. His nickname is Perry, so we're going to call him Perry. Perry Pearson. Perry. The guy's family is reportedly worth just a chill $224 million. Just like chill. They like own a part of Sussex. His family does, so it's like really super casual, But they were seen kissing outside of a train station in Paris. It's presumed that they obviously took the train from London to Paris. A source went on to tell Page Six that in addition to the PDA, they were seen laughing and having a good time. And E reports that they were later spotted together at an event where Sophie helped reveal the Rugby World Cup trophy. Then shortly after news of the smooch went everywhere, obviously, we got a new report from Us Magazine that's giving us some more insight into Sophie's dating life. A source shared that Sophie is open to dating again, but she isn't fully committed to anyone at the moment, including this Perry guy. She's reportedly putting herself out there, keeping her options open. She's just single and casually dating. And then one thing that this Us Magazine source said that I am just living for is that the reason why Sophie went to the Chiefs game with Taylor Swift is because Sophie knows that Travis has a lot of single friends who play in the NFL. And again, she's single, she's casually dating, and I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for the aristocrat. I'm here for her trying to date an NFL player. I'm here for everything.
Madison, I want to say this. Here I go, y'all. I want to say this. Related but unrelated. Let's address this. Shout out to Sophie because yes, after this drama with this young man, she needs some good strong muscles or at least a good old bank account to keep her warm just for the moment. Y'all, can I tell y'all, I saw the Jonas Brothers super recently when they were here in LA.
I was going to say, did you see them when they were here? Someone asked me if I wanted to go, but I was in Vegas.
I won the tickets through Instagram by doing the content that I do. And Joe, he sat up there. He was real sassy the whole night, y'all. He was real sassy the whole night. He was like, don't believe everything. He was like, don't believe everything you read online. I said, oh, you better. He said, I'm tired of rumors starting. I'm sick of being followed. I said, you better come on. You better let us know, girl. He said, don't believe everything you read online. Oh my God, I lost it in the audience for absolutely no reason. The audience, we literally just like hollered.
Well, because that show was like right after. It was
right after
Divorce News. Divorce News Thursday. The Jonas Brothers are in LA on Saturday. Like it was like back to back.
The energy was crazy in that audience. I can confirm. But either way, Sophie deserves a nice, good old thick man with a good old thick bank account, and that just treats her nice, you know?
Exactly. And I don't know, for some reason, like just saying Sophie Turner was making out with an aristocrat, I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know that those were like still a thing. Not the Disney movie, not Aristocats, an aristocrat.
That's like Eve, like the rapper Eve, how she just like vanished and then like married a billionaire,
Yes.
and then in the middle of my show, Queens decided to get pregnant, thus canceling the show. Still ain't forgive her.
Not bitter. Not bitter about it. Not bitter about it. No ill will. No ill will. But no, I am just absolutely living for it. I feel like she deserves it. And especially after Joe trying to like paint her as this bad mother who abandoned her children and was working in London, whatever. I'm just like, girl, go off. Go get your man's that his family has $224 million. Go get an NFL player. And I hope Joe Jonas reads those things and just weeps into his pillow at night because that's what I feel like he deserves.
You gotta treat your partners nice.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you can't be upset when they move on and find someone that will.
Courtney, I've been very anti Joe Jonas during this entire thing. Like, I have to confess. I just have been, and the House of Hill knows, like, any chance I'm just like, Joe Jonas is
You're like,
just
nope.
No. He's added to the list. He's added to the list.
No. I think for me personally, I can agree that he's behaving awful. It's unfortunate that I love the Jonas Brothers' is music.
But we can't blame Nick and Kevin.
Oh,
for their
I'm never
brother
gonna
being
blame
an
Lil Nicky
absolute
Jonas for
idiot.
nothing. He came out in them leather pants and that Lakers jersey, Madison, and came out. You already know I was losing it in the audience. The second I got to my seat and had a couple gulps of that beer, girl, and I had a tooth extraction like 48 hours prior.
And you had a beard. That's very unlike you.
I know. I just was really feeling the heterosexual energy of the Jonas Brothers concert. And I was just like, I went in a sequin tank top. Everyone was looking at me like, what is this? They were like, who are you? And I was like, red dress. It was really a moment.
I'm living for it. I'm also dying because Cass said, poor Joe. LOL, just kidding at that guy. And Brittany said, same, I've been anti-Joe too and don't even know who Sophie is. And then Brittany said, Joe Jonas gives off controlling Chihuahua vibes in my opinion.
Madison, can I ask the House of Hill something?
Yes. Oh my God, of course.
Hi, House of Hill. If you're watching this right now, even if it's after, can you do me one huge favor and please like this live? It would be awesome if we could get it to like 150 or even 200 or even 250. If you're here and you're watching, it's just a suggestion. Like,
it's just a thing. It's just, no. And you know what's great, Courtney, is now there's a couple of House of Hill members that will like remind everyone while I'm talking. They're like this video right now. And I'm like, thank you. Because we got a lot of things happening in front of us. So it's so nice when other House of Hill members are like, everyone go like this video right now. I'm like, thank y'all for helping me. Because if not, and also it helps because YouTube notifications still acting up, still not reliable. So nothing's changed.
They're not reliable, man. I know, unfortunately.
And I hate it because I have no control over it. And I'm a control freak, so.
But you know what, Madison? You've done very well through all of the hoops that YouTube can be throwing at us. You've done very well.
They're trying. And I'm like, we got bills, YouTube, so we're gonna need you to get it together, okay?
Bills, not the rent was due today. Again?
Mary said, I'm having a total blast. I'm so happy, Mary. Yes, everybody, I see y'all talk about it. Sarah said, Joe's always given F-boy energy, and I couldn't agree friggin' more. Let's go ahead and move on, Courtney, because I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this and talk about our fave, Miss Taylor Swift.
It's good.
Obviously. So she is once again shaking up the music industry, as she does, because she is so successful with everything. But at this time, you guys, she is now making record labels change artist contracts when it comes to re-recording their music. And a couple people messaged me on Instagram and wanted this discussed, so I want to get into it. So according to a new report from Billboard, the major labels like Universal, Sony, and Warner Music Group have recently overhauled contracts for new artists. So they're now demanding that artists wait anywhere from 10, 15 to 30 years before they are allowed to re-record any of their albums. And a lot of entertainment attorneys have been speaking out about this because they're like, this is complete BS. This is not industry standard. Industry standard is typically you have to wait either 5 or 7 years after the original release or 2 years after the record label contract expires. So
Okay.
the fact that now these record labels are saying you have to wait 10, 15, or 30 years to re-record any of your music before it's re-released, absolutely freaking everybody out, because some of these people also already have contracts, so they're trying to redo the contracts, and
Oh.
it's literally all because Taylor Swift has seen so much success with re-recording her albums.
Here's the question, Madison Hill, House of Hill Honeys. Why can't the record labels just allow artists to own their masters from the start? They wouldn't even have to go through all of it. They should have learned from Scooter and been like, hey, let's let these artists actually own their work and work with them to promote them to the highest degree so that when they make money, we make money. I don't understand how music executives don't understand that it's like a two-way street. Like sure, the labels have the money, but like at the end of the day, the art is what's going to stand the test of time. For me personally, my opinion, Madison, is it's a lot easier for you to, if you really do make a great song or catchy music, girl, put that up on the TikTok
Mm-hmm.
and go ahead and you better Lil Nas X your way into a bag because we've seen artists like, unfortunately, not unfortunately, and Iggy Azalea, who's independent, or my girl Tinashe, independent. They've seen massive success without the label.
Mm-hmm.
Tinashe's seen greater success without the label than when she was with the label. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the labels. I think we're gonna come into an age where artists are realizing, girl, we don't need a label. It would be nice to have the budget, but I mean, girl, you can make money on TikTok 6 different ways. And if Tinashe wake up tomorrow and wants to make $48,000 off of a blow dryer, she certainly can. You
Well,
know.
and that's I completely agree with you. I just feel like this is getting messy for no reason. You know what I mean? And I also think that we could get to a point when record labels are obsolete, because you're right, with social media, I mean, we still need them because I'm sure it'll get to a point kind of like a Live Nation Ticketmaster situation where it's like
Mhm.
the reason why Ticketmaster can bamboozle all of us is because they have a contract with Live Nation. Live Nation has non-competes with all of these venues across the country and across the
Mhm.
world. That Live Nation says if you want the artist to play here, you have to sell through Ticketmaster. So I'm sure there is some things like that with record labels. To get access to certain things, you have to have a label. But as far as making money and having notoriety and success, and I just think I also don't think every artist could do what Taylor Swift is doing. So I also kind of just don't even feel like that's necessary to put in there, because I think Taylor Swift had a very unique situation that is not applicable to everybody.
And also, Madison, this is just how my brain works. We gets into it over here, my little cranium. If the question comes to mind, what are y'all afraid of? If y'all are not being shady in your practices, why would you need to put some sort of clause for that amount of time in there? Are you predicting that you're going to take advantage of your artist? That would be a red flag for me as an artist. I wouldn't want to sign to a label that's trying to own my masters and then lock me out of like re-recording my music for my
For
fans.
30 years, like,
Nah.
let's just say that Taylor Swift had an agreement like that. She's 33. If she could not re-record for 30 years, she's not going to go re-record Picture to Burn when she's 60. You know what I mean? It's just like, that is complete BS in my opinion.
Madison, can I please tell a Taylor Swift related mini
Yeah.
story?
Oh my gosh,
Y'all,
obviously.
Madison Hill in the House of Hell. Why was I at Shuby? For those of y'all that watch The Circle, Shuby is awesome. At his birthday party, um, I won't be too crazy. At his birthday party, there was a cute boy, and I had several cocktails because Shuby, and we went to a country bar, Madison, and I was like,
Wait, did you go to
or
Desert 5?
girl, that's where we was, girl. That's where we
I love
was.
Desert 5.
I had about 4 to 5 cocktails before we got there because it was like the third place we had gone to. And I said, I'm going to impress this boy and I'm going to sing Picture to Burn. It was karaoke night. Y'all, when I tell you, I got up there and sang Picture to Burn front to back like I was in the shower. And there were like moments where I'm like, I'm not singing any of these notes right. And I just look into the audience and I just like see his face. And he's just like looking at me like, I might have liked you 15 minutes ago, but now. And then he went after me and then he actually could sing. like really crazily well. And I was like, oh, happy birthday, Shuby. Do you want another shot before I leave?
Yeah.
Like,
And my
so
Uber's
yeah.
actually here, so I gotta go actually right now.
That single Courtney, I got a bunch of those. I got a bunch of those kinds of stories. But yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift and Picture the Burn. And I think that artists should own their music from the start, period.
Exactly. And you know what? Picture the Burn's an iconic song. So I say, I'm proud of you.
I hate that stupid. And I
That's
sang
the
it in the accent. Stupid
Oh, pick up crook, you never let me drive. I just came home from Texas, so the y'alls have been just rolling off the tongue. Like I can't stop it.
And then Madison, you know, it was the worst part was like I knew it was bad, and then Shuby was like, "That was awesome!" Like right after, I go, "That was great,
well,
man."
Obviously, Shuby, like you could literally go up there and not sing a single word, and she would be like, "You did great! Like you got up there and you tried." Like nicest individual, but just like, thank you so much.
He was the best.
Thank you. Also, Sarah said his loss, Courtney. So
Sarah, I agree. I'm gonna still watch that Instagram story though. I'm gonna watch that.
Just saying, exactly. And everyone's talking about how Taylor owns her publishing rights. She writes her music. That's why she's different. Again, like we were saying, it's not applicable to every artist. So I think record labels probably need to just backpedal just a little.
Relax.
Backpedal a little bit. Also, do you guys want a Taylor and Travis update? If not, we can move on and talk about Hailey Bieber. But I'm just gonna give it anyway. It'll be really quick. Okay. Sorry, you guys know I could like not go a happy hour hanging out right now. Courtney, there's just been some reports lately that I feel like are trying to mess with Taylor and Travis, and I'm not happy about it.
Okay.
There was a report from Radar Online where a source said that Travis is like overly spending money to try to impress Taylor.
Well, he got it.
I'm like, he makes $11 million a year, so I think he's fine. Okay.
Joe ain't have none, so let him spend it.
Literally. I'm like, he just bought a $6 million house so they could have more privacy. I call that a gentleman, not somebody who's being an idiot and spending too much money. Okay?
Okay.
And thank you. Some people are saying we need to update Tavis T. Thank you. This is what our people. They always literally. Thank you. And so that irritated me because this comes after that report where it was like Selena thinks Taylor's moving too fast.
Oh yeah, I did that TikTok.
Selena thinks Taylor's moving too fast. Then we have this one, someone's trying to say, Travis is spending too much money, even though I'm like, everyone in Travis's life who has spoken about Taylor Swift cannot stop talking about how down to earth and normal she is. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what diva behavior this Radar Online drama is starting or trying to start, but I'm not having it.
I'm going to stay on his pocket.
Again, they're fine. He's fine. And then there was a report from TMZ yesterday about how Travis's immediate family is overwhelmed by all of the extra attention they've been receiving since, obviously, he's been dating Taylor. But I want to remind everyone that these two brothers were in the Super Bowl last year. Their mother was being interviewed by everyone all over town. They just did a documentary. Like, TMZ.
If they were overwhelmed by the attention, why was the mother hanging out with Taylor so much? Out in the open, at the games? Like, that doesn't make sense.
The dad was talking to her. I'm just like, what? Stop. So the only attention I wanted to give is this new report from People magazine where a source said that they are actually getting serious, which we already knew, because according to Dumois, they've really been talking since July. So everyone who's saying they're moving too quick, July, August, September, October, it's been 4 months, okay? It's been 4 months. They're having a great time, and the source went on to share that they're getting more serious because, quote, they share a strong work ethic and have a huge appreciation for life in their careers, strong family bond, and values. So, Radar Online and Page 6, and I don't even remember the people who spoke to TMZ. I'm not having it. Stop putting pressure on my girl and Travis Kelce.
I think that Taylor and Travis need to never read a news report about themselves at all.
Courtney, that's what I'm hoping. I'm nervous. But
then it's also like, I'm sure there will be people that will say, well, what does she expect? She's being so public about her relationship all out in the open. But she's still human. Like, nobody wants to hear, like, these lies about themselves like that, you know, especially when you're such a huge entity in the entertainment space.
Exactly. And I know Travis Kelce's publicist did you hear about her messy little mishap?
She had like put a clown face on Taylor on the Instagram story or something like that, right?
So so it was her birthday, and you know how people tag you in like birthday posts or whatever, and so she reposted someone's birthday post for her that they put the clown emoji over Taylor's. They like reposted the Us Weekly Instagram post where like her name's Pia. She's in the back and Taylor's up front, and so her friend like put a clown emoji over Taylor's face, so then all you could see was Pia in the photo. Here's my thing. Obviously, that person is not a Taylor fan, which, as we've discussed, not everyone has taste. You know what I mean? Not everyone has taste, and that is okay, and we power through. But her reposting that, so stupid. So I feel like they were already dealing with that. Then these like little messy articles. I'm just happy that they spent Halloween together. They were in Kansas City, so hopefully, if anything got brought up, they could immediately talk it out and move on.
My completely unvalidated speculation is that Taylor and Travis probably have really good communication. I'm sure that before they went public, they had lots of conversations about what probably would happen and what probably would be said about them and how they would, proceed and how they would handle those things,
No, exactly. Also, Shabria said, Courtney, the Joe didn't have none, took me clean out. Joe didn't have any money.
He's not buying no $6 million. Y'all, Joe don't. I don't know that man. I just know what he looked like ever since Taylor left him. He's looking real dry, and I understand she bring life to your life.
He does.
Let's pray for Joe, y'all.
He's glowing. Glowing, if you will. Glowing. Okay, Courtney, let's move on and talk about Hailey Bieber and the Mean Girl Halloween costume. So, if y'all didn't watch, I did a YouTube short on this yesterday, but if you missed it or you didn't see Hailey, she dressed up as the Mean Girls movie poster for Halloween. She included the Burn Book post, and this was obviously her trying to get back at people over the whole Mean Girl label from the Selena Gomez and Kylie Jenner drama, eyebrow gate that we have talked about ad nauseum. What did you think when you saw that, Courtney? I'll let you go first because then I'll tell you what I thought.
Honestly, I rolled my eyes, and sometimes I feel like it's one of those things where Hailey, I ain't thought about you in 50,000 years, so I don't understand why she chose to shake the beehive. No, not Beyonce related, but why she chose to shake the beehive that way. I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was corny. It's different when like Ariana does it or like Mariah Carey had the Regina George costume. She always comes off as bothered to me.
Right. Yes. I guess for me, I did think it was funny. Like, I was like, oh, haha, like, that's funny. I see what you're trying to do. I did I was like, okay. But my issue with her is we had not talked about her in relation to Selena Gomez in a long time, A. So she brought that commentary back up. B, if you are going to be the troll and you're going to troll the haters, I don't want to read an article in 2 months or read an interview about how toxic social media is for you and how it's horrible for your mental health and all of these things. Because if you're going to be out there putting out that kind of energy, I need you to keep it from here on and forever.
I agree. And like I've said in the past, I feel like Hailey Bieber could really be one of the top girlies if she just owned it all or if she just openly just didn't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, girl, say what y'all want to say about me because at this point, girl, I got Justin. He ain't going nowhere, girl. I'm popping his pimples and making sure he got the breathing mask on. Like, and y'all can't get nowhere near him, period. So, like, I don't understand why she always appears flustered. Sidebar, do y'all buy the road stuff? Because I don't think it's making no money. Is it good?
So a couple people in the House of Philip told me that they've tried to buy it and it like takes forever and that it's really bad customer service. Like I've had a couple people reach out to me and say that. I haven't tried it yet. Some people love like the lip balm, like it's not lip balm, it's like a lip mask kind of thing. But no, I am not buying it, and people are also not buying the Halloween outfit. JP Love said she always needs to attach herself with her drama with Selena. Amy said tacky. Laura said she's the one always bringing it up, doing stuff like this, going on podcasts. Autumn, honestly, I rolled my eyes too, Court. Some people are saying I hear it's causing tree nut allergy reactions. So
they're definitely going through something because they are on, because you guys know I'm a content creator.
Okay, a lot of people are saying it gave them a rash, so.
They on the websites, Madison, trying to get the influencers to promote the stuff, but they're not putting adequate and fair money behind it, which is why I asked you. Because if you're not able to put a budget behind a creator promoting your product, then where's your budget? What's going on? You're not making no money. That's why
Well,
I didn't know if it was like how Rare is. I didn't know if it was like a competitor to Rare, like in the financial sense, or like if it. Oh,
even like if you look at the influencer, so like obviously you know I stalk everyone, and the difference,
Madison in the corners.
you know, the difference in like even their influencer events, for example, like the one that Hailey did where she was launching that strawberry glaze, the one where Justin was wearing the girl outfit and couldn't even bother getting dressed for his wife's event. I'm never letting it go. Actually, two of my childhood friends, what they went as that Hailey and Justin, their husband and wife, and she got all dressed up in a red little cute mini dress, and he had the girl outfit on, and I was like, y'all win Halloween. This is why I love you guys. Anyway, that was a sidebar. But if you go look at videos from Hailey's influencer event, like she stood there, let people come up, take one photo with her, maybe say hi, and then got out of there. Selena at Rare Beauty events in New York, she has a hotel room. She has ring lights set up. She has tripods. She lets everyone make a TikTok with her. She gives everyone their own individualized time. Like,
Madison, here's a question that you might not be able to answer. Same for y'all, House of Hill. Please chime in. If Hailey, this is just how my mind works. If Hailey is very aware that she's always like the bad guy, don't you think in her mind she would be trying to go above and beyond in terms of the fan service, the little bit she got, to create the narrative that like, well, she's not so bad. Like, it always just seems like there's something negative or like weird coming out about her,
And I'm sure like when she's meeting the people, like she turns it on. But to me it's just like it's in the moments you're not turning it on that I think speak volumes.
I agree.
And same with Justin. Like anytime someone like panned to him at this event, like he just looked miserable. And I'm sure it's overwhelming. He's in public. He doesn't love that kind of thing. But I'm like, if you're my husband, I don't care if this is your thing or not. You're putting a damn smile on your face. You're going around. You're socializing. You're getting dressed, and you're supporting me.
Because like, give me something.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm in your corner. This is now my thing. I need you to be in mine. And I feel like that's a fair ask. Like, that's not reaching for the stars.
For him,
Richard hasn't found that man yet, so maybe I am reaching for the stars, but I'm just saying.
Maybe Hailey should come out with a clothing line. That way she can't mess up people's
standards. She is known for her style. Like, I don't know, her and Sophia Richie, I think, could team up and do something. You know what I mean? Sophia Richie.
Not Sophia Richie.
She's the it girl right now. She's the one the girls don't want to be.
Is she married?
Elliot Granger. And he is.
That? I saw she married him. Oh, but is he an aristocrat? Aristocrat too, darling.
He's not an aristocrat, but his dad works for. I think his dad is like an exec at Universal Music Group. Like they work.
Okay, come on, Courtney.
They've been family friends. You know what I mean? I also want to shout out Autumn. Autumn said, honestly, I haven't bought the road stuff, but I sure as heck bought Rare Beauty because Selena's makeup is really good stuff for my skin. Y'all know I love Rare Beauty. I've been a Rare Beauty fan since day one. Also, Courtney, we've hit 200 people that are watching
this now. Shout out to everyone that's here. Appreciate you guys.
And just in time for some Selena Gomez news, which I know is y'all's favorite. So, Francia Raisa is back at it doing another interview.
My close personal friend? What do you mean?
Literally talking about, again, how they weren't talking for a while. So this one was with the Today Show, everybody. And she talked about how she finally admitted she was mad that she was not included in the documentary. Okay? She said that they didn't talk for like a year after the documentary situation. She said it was because she needed space. And the reason they started talking again was after Selena Gomez publicly wished her a happy birthday on Instagram. They got together and Francia said she, quote, told her everything. There was just a lot of misunderstanding. Even with the whole documentary, we hashed it all out. She went on to say it was nothing personal on either end and that she thinks that they just needed to have space. It needed to happen. And now, obviously, conveniently, Courtney, I don't know if you saw this, but Selena is helping sell her No Beef, Just Salsa merch.
Girl.
doing too much? Because I feel like
I hate to get into this with her because you know how I get once I meet somebody, Madison. For those of y'all that don't know, earlier this year I was at the Love Is Blind reunion for Netflix.
Oh yeah, and she was there.
And she was there with her sister, and her sister was a big fan of the circle, and we took pictures, and I met Francia, and we kikied for a minute, and she was lovely. However, I do raise an eyebrow whenever I do see her consistently, it seems like, doing these interviews about Selena because outside of Salsa and Selena, SNS, what is Francia doing? Right?
And I guess to me, the thing where I get frustrated is just that she always is saying, I don't want to be known for what I did for Selena. But I feel like in almost, which I understand, you know, she gave an organ too. That she had a life-changing thing happen to her as well.
Yes.
I'm not taking that away because that is a big gift. That's crazy. But I feel like for someone who doesn't want to be known as that, you sure as hell do bring it up pretty much any chance you get.
Okay.
So that's my only thing.
Let me ask you this, Madison House of Hill. Do you think that whenever Selena and Francia made up, Selena was like, listen, I know you broke. Hypothetically, speculation, not confirmation. I know you broke. Secret Life of the American Teenager was 2 decades ago. I know you need some money and you gave me an organ. If you need to do these interviews and talk to TMZ every damn day so that you can get some money and sell this salsa, girl, do it. I'm already a millionaire. Rare Beauty is selling out. House of Hill is selling it out, girl. Do your thing. I just feel like they wouldn't be friends, and I could be wrong. I just feel like they wouldn't be friends if Selena didn't give her some sort of green light to consistently talk about this.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right because I've also thought that they've like Selena with her other inner circle has kind of had this thing of let Francia do what Francia needs to do because she's much better as a friend than an enemy. You know what I mean? Like, let's let her, she gets a pass. Like, I think of all the people, she gets the pass. And Selena's just like, whatever she says, we'll do
it's like she's harmless. Like, girl, go on, girl. Go on, girl. And I'll see you at Thanksgiving, girl. Go on, girl.
Exactly. Now, personally, like someone who I was such close friends with, I don't think I could do that. But
you've been like, girl, shut up.
Everyone's different. I also didn't realize that they're like 5 years apart in age difference.
Mm-hmm. Well, Francia
Francia's older. I think Francia just turned 35. Mm-hmm.
I have feelings. But I will reduce them to saying, now, girl, you need to sit down now.
Yeah. Jessica said, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer with that.
But where does Francia go from here, y'all? Like, what do y'all want her, out of curiosity, what do y'all want her to do? I already asked her straight up in her face, girl, can we get some reality TV out of you? Because, you know, you're not doing it. And she said she will never do reality TV because her life is already crazy enough. The last thing that she needs is a camera following her around while she does, you know, her normal day-to-day, which I get. Right. But, like, where does she, I mean, are y'all calling her for a sitcom?
I mean, How I Met Your Father, unfortunately, is no longer a thing, which is sad because I love Hilary Duff and I love like How I Met Your Mother is one of my comfort shows. How I Met Your Father did miss, you know.
Don't laugh, but I watched one episode and I literally am finding out live on air that Francia was on that show. My reaction to How I Met Your Father getting canceled was thank the Lord, because now Hilary Duff has nothing to do but get her behind in that studio and give the gays another album. Like, Hilary, we're not going to let you down this time. We failed you on Sparks. Never again. I will put Hilary's career on my back myself and promote her music. Now, you ain't got nothing to do, girl. Put them babies to bed. Your man is part of the music industry, and let's get it going, girl. Put a thigh-high boot on, girl. Period.
I love her TikToks. Like, she always like makes fun of herself, and I'm like, I'm living for it. I love when she reenacts her choreography, though.
Me too. Yes.
Also, we have to shout out. I know. I love it. We have shout out Autumn. Honestly, Courtney and Madison, I've been giving Francia the side eye for a little while. I don't know. She just rubs me the wrong way. Is it just me? I feel like a lot of people feel that way. I feel like a lot of people feel that way about a lot of Selena's friends except Taylor, honestly.
I realized that a lot of the Selenators didn't like Francia when I was on Twitter one day, and it was like a picture of Francia randomly on the timeline. It was like quote tweeted with, "Look, she's probably waiting for TMZ right now," and then like a couple days later, she actually did like an interview with like TMZ or something like that. And I said, "Y'all better leave this lady alone. Y'all on her behind."
I know people. I gotta hand it to them. They are always they're ready to defend. Like Selenators and Swifties, don't even try it. Like don't.
And the Barbs, those are like the.
And the Barbs. But you know what? I love the Barbs because when we got cyberbullied by Cardi B, the Barbs were like, "You will not." Like we are defending them, and I lived for every second of it. I've never felt more welcomed in a fan base, to be honest with you. I was like, "Thank the Lord for the Barbs." Or else I would be having panic attacks. Like, thank the Lord.
Not the panic attacks, man.
I'm living for it. But Courtney, before we wrap up, I do feel like we need to tell everyone what we've been working on. This has been in the making for literal months, and because I've been just traveling like absolutely insanity, we are finally ready. Courtney and I, you guys, are launching a podcast.
A podcast.
That was giving car dinner tea time energy, and I live for it.
Thanks. You guys know I'm a baritone.
That's right.
Yes, myself and Madison, we are having a baby, and the name of our baby podcast is called Toast to Tea. And it will be, more of the same old, but you can subscribe to our YouTube channel where we will put some of our footage. Right now, I just put it in the chat, so make sure that you guys go ahead and subscribe. Me and Madison missed doing this, and we also miss you guys having sort of like a home base where you guys can just sort of kick it with us and hang out. And you guys were such a huge part of not just our lives, but our careers as well, that we wanted to sort of get the band back together in a way and really just give y'all the tea just the way that we know how. So I'm proud, I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to just get back to doing what makes me feel good, which is hanging out with all of you guys in Madison.
Completely agree. I feel like ever since obviously we left our old jobs, we've been trying to figure out what do we want to do, what's going to be fun. Obviously, Courtney has a ton going on. I have a ton going on, and we finally have figured out the perfect thing. And I love that we're still going to be able to communicate with you guys. Obviously, I'll put all of our new handles and everything where you can find you're going to be able to listen to it everywhere. And I also am excited because Courtney and I have been wanting to do a podcast for probably 3 years. We've been saying, we've heard y'all, we know. And finally now we have control. We're going to do it. We'll give you all the tea, but the first episode is going to come out next Friday. And then new episodes will be on Fridays after that, you guys. So we will get to hang out with you right before you go into your weekend. And I am just so freaking excited, Courtney. I mean, I think the best part about it is I know it is technically work, but anytime we're together, it never feels like work.
Never.
That's where it's so lucky. That's where we are so lucky, truthfully.
It just feels like now is like the right time,
Yes.
And we're getting the band back together. We're toasting the tea.
Everyone is very excited. I am so happy that y'all love the name. I'm happy that you guys are excited.
It will be everywhere.
Yes.
It will be everywhere, distributed everywhere you can listen to podcasts, but we will have the footage up on the YouTube channel, right, Madison, as well?
Yes.
And on TikTok and on Instagram.
YouTube is like our first home. Like if we didn't have YouTube, like we wouldn't have all of y'all. So obviously we will post the video, like we're going to record, we'll post it on YouTube, and then you can listen to it. So whether you're driving or you want to sit and watch us while you're cooking dinner, whatever works best for you, obviously we're hoping to deliver. And like I said, new episodes will be on Fridays. Our first episode will be next Friday. Obviously we'll keep you all updated and we'll keep teasing and all of those fun things, but we definitely wanted to make sure we announced together on a live because that feels right for us.
Madison, before we move on, I want to ask the House of Hill. House of Hill, me and Madison know what we are going to do for the podcast. But if you guys have any bonus ideas, any advice, any words, anything that you guys are thinking that could potentially make our podcast better, please feel free to put it in the chat. If you're watching after, please leave it in the comments as well. We very much love our community and we want to make it as much fun as it will be for us, and the same for you. So,
Courtney, I always say their content wish is my command. Like whatever your wish is, heard, and I will get
genius.
And I will get on it. Travis already said petition to host Shuby on the pilot or one episode. We can bring Shuby on. Like we can bring Shuby on. Absolutely. I think that's what we want to do. We want to obviously spill the tea with y'all because that is the most fun for us. We love to just, get into everything that you've heard throughout the week. And then also, of course, do some fun interviews so y'all can meet people. We can get into the nitty gritty and just, again, do what we love. Spill the tea with each other and with friends.
Good day, Madison.
Excited. Also, Autumn said, I'm so excited for you guys to do this podcast. Sidebar, have you guys watched Perfect Match? Because the girl from Too Hot to Handle, I didn't like her at all. The girl involved with Damien.
Autumn, you should watch on my YouTube channel. I did an interview with Savannah. You might need to scroll back a little bit, but her and I did sort of sit down and have a conversation. It's a little long, but there was a lot of explaining on her end. But you saw Perfect Match too, obviously, right, Madison?
Yes.
Great show. Great show.
Great show. And Damien, lovely.
Thank you, man. Oh, we were all just at the thing recently. I just remembered. Damien is a peach.
Yeah,
he's a peach.
What was it? Oh, House of Villains. I was like, where were we? I'm just kidding. I remember. I just couldn't remember. Like, I feel like we've been doing a lot of things. Also, we have Cass L. Cass is a KC girly, Courtney. Love Cass. Okay, I am so excited. I can't take it. Will you have a separate channel or will it be on one of yours? So we'll have a separate channel for the podcast. I'm putting it in the chat again. Yeah, so Courtney still is going to have his own YouTube channel. I'm still going to have my own YouTube channel where we're still doing our own individual things. So he'll still have green chair chats. I'll still have pop-ups and I'll still have happy hour hangs.
And I'll still be on TikTok acting a fool.
Exactly. Not acting a fool. Having fun. Having fun. But on Fridays are when we will release a new episode for you guys. So definitely make sure you're still following both of our individual channels. Make sure you're following us on social media. And then obviously follow our joint podcast because we're going to be doing all the things. Our goal is to keep y'all fed Monday through Friday. Between both of us, Courtney, I feel like we can say between both of us, people should be getting things daily.
Yeah, that very much is true. I'm thinking, Madison, as we have this on the air, when we premiere when the episode comes out on YouTube, we should probably premiere it, right?
Yeah,
so that people that are available to chat and stuff. Okay, so that's also when it comes out, we'll let you know the time, and then you guys can chat with us while we all listen to us, Kiki and Hee.
Yes, of course. Also, Courtney, people are saying that they love your TikTok lives. So you have to keep.
Do you all really? Thanks, y'all. I really appreciate it.
Make sure y'all are following Courtney on TikTok. His TikTok lives are so fun. I appeared on one a couple weeks ago. Like, make sure you are following his TikTok.
You coming on tomorrow, Madison?
Yeah, I'll come on tomorrow. Perfect.
Come on tomorrow, yeah.
Perfect. So watch Courtney's TikTok live tomorrow. You'll get this another day. And also make sure you are subscribed to Courtney's YouTube channel. Make sure you're following him on Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat as well because just so everyone knows where to find you.
Oh my God, you guys are so nice.
Everyone, I'm so happy that y'all are excited. We are so excited. This has been a long time coming. And I am just so happy we finally are doing it. You know what? You know how everyone's like, only 2 more months in 2023. What are you going to do? Well, guess what? We're doing it. Okay?
We're doing a podcast. That's what
we're doing a podcast. And we're launching it. And it's going to be incredible. And it's going to be amazing. And it's going to be so much freaking fun. I cannot wait.
I love this, Madison. I'm really excited.
Me too. I'm so pumped. It'll be the perfect thing for people to get their weekend started. And I cannot wait. And we'll also have a week of tea that we need to discuss. Yeah. So, just saying.
I love that. It'll be like a recap of all the stuff that we have talked about during the week, but together.
Yes.
Megazord Fridays with the podcast.
Exactly. Denise said, you know what would be fun? Maybe if you guys broke down new album releases, like when a Taylor album comes out or Selena, like how we used to do video reviews. Yes. I mean, twist our little arms to do a Taylor album review. Just kidding.
I need it.
Exactly. Kim said, so happy, been here since Holly Scoop. I think we all manifested this. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we all manifested. Obviously, Courtney too. For those of you who might not know, Courtney is also a big manifester. Like, Courtney, anytime we're on a live and we see an angel number or we're talking about anything, we just go ahead and speak it into existence, or we make a wish. We do what we need to do here in the House of Hell. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You live in the House of Hill, and I live in the Den of Delusion. I literally live in a state of delusion until it happens. Like, how many times did I tell you? I was like, oh, girl, I'm going to just be on reality TV, so it's nothing. Oh, girl, wait until I get on reality TV. Oh, girl. And then the oh, girl turned into, girl, I was on reality TV. And then it turned into, oh, girl, we going to do the podcast. Oh, girl, we going to do the podcast. Oh, girl, we going to get to the podcast. And now we're talking about the podcast. Like, you know what I mean?
So, no.
And then you know what? Until it becomes Trillulu.
Exactly. I wish we could find the clip from our old jobs when I was like, you should go on the circuit. You'd be so good. And we're like, let's manifest it.
Madison, I'm going to re-find it. I just cleaned out my phone because I literally had it. I had it saved on my phone. I looked at it all the time.
Obviously, our FaceTimes prior, when things were really happening, no one was privy to those. The panic FaceTimes, no one was privy to those. When I was like, it's happening.
I thought it was over, girl. Y'all don't understand. There was a period of time during that circle process where I thought it was just like, I went through all these months of all this, and now I'm not about to be flown out. And then Madison was like, oh, girl, stop your boo-hooing. It's all gonna come together. And it was like right after we had that conversation, girl, did it come together?
I was like, no. We are not being negative. You never friggin' know. And that is why we are together. The Delulu Den. I'm living for the Delulu Den. I need to. Yeah, I need you to build me a Delulu Den over here too.
May all your Delulus come Trillulu.
I love it. Also, Tabitha said, I hate working during happy hour. Tabitha, but you know what? Hopefully this at least made your work go by a little more fun. You know?
Shout out to you, Tabitha.
I hope the coworkers didn't overhear too loud. And if they did and they want to join, you know? Just tell everyone to join in. You never know.
We're better with friends.
We are better with friends, truthfully. So you guys, thank you so much. Travis said, are you still in touch with Hit It Leo and Dave? Yes, we are. I actually saw a couple people say, and I think my cousin's in the chat, can we have Hit It Leo and Shambong Dave on an episode so that way y'all can actually get to like see them and meet them? And 1,000%.
I forget they're like Miss Bellums to them. Like to the audience.
Because you guys never really got to see their face.
Yeah.
And so we might have to like pull teeth to get Shambong Dave on, like, because they're not in front of the camera people, but if we tell them that it's for y'all, I feel like they'll do it.
Yeah, they might be down if we're like they're asking for you.
Yes, that's how I feel too.
Because they're gonna be excited about the podcast. They don't even know about the podcast.
Yeah.
So like they're gonna be excited.
They'll be excited. It's just more so like we're gonna have to be like, you have to be on camera and it's gonna be fine.
We're gonna be like, Dave, give us 10 minutes of your time.
And Dave will do it. Like, I know he'll do it.
We'll have to take him to dinner.
I'm like 50-50, but they'll do it. I feel like for us and for y'all, they'll do it.
They'll do it.
Honestly. I also saw someone, and Tiana. Yes, we can get Tiana on as well.
Wow, y'all been here for a minute.
Yeah, we can get Tiana on as well. Don't worry. I still see Tiana all the time.
Madison, you know what we gotta do one day? Here we go, y'all.
Oh,
this is gonna be our top rated episode. And House of Hill, tell me if y'all know what I'm about to say. Y'all gonna agree. We have to do the podcast one episode where it's me, you, and Alex Schiffman. Period. That's gonna be the most top rated episode.
I never met her. So.
We need the two moms, mom and stepmom, to come together. Come to the school dance, girl, and chaperone the kids, girl. We need both the moms on the podcast. Not right away, because we got to get our bearings together. But believe me, once we get our stuff together, I'm going to ask Alex. Alex going to be like, oh, yeah, absolutely. Watch.
I know. You know, I feel bad, because I think she had a tough go.
I think that would be a great full circle moment for the three of us.
She had a tough go, and it wasn't her fault. It was not her fault.
At all. No.
It was just a tough. It was, y'all, we went through it. Okay, I'm not even gonna pull it.
Real tea. It was
that was some dark times. We're on the other side. It's fine now, but it was some stressful times there. Like when I just had one of my cousin just went through like a similar toxic work situation, and I was just like telling her, I was like, I promise you, it's gonna be okay. Like 2 different worlds, like not even in the same field. But I think a toxic work situation is a toxic work situation. And when you're in it, it's hard. But when you're out, you're like, oh. Any other stressors that come after that? Like I've been really reflecting because the Taurus eclipse happened, and basically, Courtney, I feel like you can attest. Like the past 2 years, Tauruses have been going through it.
Madison,
like, we're now supposed to get on the other side, and I'm like, truthfully, because I felt. It takes a couple years to get your bearings when you decide to do things on your own. Like it is hard.
It's hard.
And people don't tell you that. You know what I mean? Because people are like, being an entrepreneur is so fun. And it is so fun, but it's also so hard.
It's hard.
So hard. And no one tells you that. And we're blessed that we have people who are in our corner. Like, you know what I mean? If we didn't
it just
have
wouldn't
all
be possible without y'all. Like I know all like real celebrities like say that all the time, but even on a micro level for us, like we would not be able to do what we did and do without you guys. The thought of imagine so Madison was gone by this point, but right before the circle came out, we literally just woke up and all lost our jobs. And it was basically that day that I decided, okay, well, until the circle comes out, I have to do green chair chats like full time, like 5 days a week. And you guys came out and watched, and you supported, and that basically bled into the circle, which bled into me then becoming the full-time influencer. So I always appreciate you guys that have watched and carried me basically until I started jumping around in my little zebra print bucket hat.
I mean, I never thought YouTube would be a possibility for me. So every time I log on to a happy hour hang or I post a pop off and people watch, I'm always like, what is life?
See, I knew it.
Like, I knew you knew it, but I can't even express. Like, even the fact 200 people were here today, I'm like, oh my God. Like, what?
Girl, we would fill up a cute little auditorium, girl. Live show, fall 2024. Get ready, y'all. We're going on tour. Get ready and pack up your husbands.
We're manifesting that. We are manifesting. It is a crazy hustle, but it's worth it. And if you're a Taurus and you feel like you've been going through it, just know you're not alone. Because apparently we've all been going through it. We just didn't know. We didn't know the moon was eclipsing.
I had no
idea. For the past 2 years,
I was going through it.
But we are so happy that y'all are here. We're so happy that y'all are getting excited. We're excited. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this happy hour hang. I will be doing another live happy hour hang on Monday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. We're going to go live on Courtney's TikTok tomorrow. Courtney, what time do you want to go live?
Let's go live. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Let's go live at 5. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
TikTokers, okay, TikTok girlies, if you're here, I normally go live at 6. I will be going live at 5 tomorrow. So get ready for Mess and Catastrophe and Madison the Hill, period.
Let's do it. I'm so excited, you guys. Make sure you're following Courtney and subscribing to his YouTube channel. I'm going to put all of our Toasted Tea handles in the description so that way you can follow and all of those good things as well. Subscribe, get ready. Our next episode will be dropping next Friday. We'll let you know what time. When we have time, we're going to premiere it so we can chat with y'all. And it is going to be just a fun new chapter, you guys. I am so excited. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification bell's on. All of those good things. And you guys, we will see you all next time. Bye. Bye, Courtney.
Bye, you guys.